Good morning students. Once again I welcome you all in this video class. So far we have read that a poor farmer named Lencho lived on the crest of a low hill. His house was the only one in the entire valley. His fields were full of ripe corn, promising a good harvest. The only thing his crops needed was at least a shower or a heavy rain. Lencho was expecting a good rain, and as per his expectations it rained heavily, but unfortunately the rain turned into hailstorm and it destroyed the fields of Lencho, the corn of Lencho. Lencho became completely despondent. Lencho was in great despair as he had complete loss. Now let us see what does he do after getting ruined. Now let's start with this paragraph. But in the hearts of all who lived in that solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope: help from God. My very first question is, who are they who lived in that solitary house in the middle of the valley? In the middle of the valley, there was only a single house, and that was of Lencho, where Lencho and his family lived. Here, in the hearts of all who lived in the solitary house in the middle of the valley means in the hearts of Lencho's family members and Lencho, there was a single hope, and that hope was help from God. Although they were hopeless, yet they had a single hope, and that hope was help from God. Lencho says to his family members, don't be so upset, even though this seems like a total loss. Remember, no one dies of hunger. To encourage his family, Lencho says that they are not in need to be worried, they are not in need to be upset, because although it seems like they have had great loss, they have been completely destroyed, they have completely been ruined, yet a person should never forget that in this world nobody dies of hunger, nobody dies of starvation, which means they are not going to die due to hunger. The next paragraph, throughout the night, Lencho thought only of his one hope. Lencho could not sleep throughout the night. He just thought, and he just thought of his only hope, and that only hope was help from God. The help of God, whose eyes, as he had been instructed, see everything, even what is deep in one's conscience. Our conscience is our sense to judge what is wrong or right, जिसे हम हिंदी में बोलते हैं मन. So, according to Lencho, God's eyes, as he had been instructed, as he had been taught, sees everything. According to Lencho, God's eyes see everything. Even if something is very deep in one's conscience, in one's inner sense. Lencho was an ox of a man. It's a phrase, ox of a man, which means a hard-working person. Lencho was an ox of a man working like an animal in the fields. Lencho was a hard-working person who used to work in his field like animals. But the good thing is he knew how to write letter. The following Sunday, the next Sunday, at daybreak, at dawn. Daybreak is the morning time immediately before sunrise. So at daybreak, he began to write a letter, which he himself would carry to town. He thought to carry that letter to the town and to place it in the mailbox. The letter which he wrote was nothing less than a letter to God. The letter which he had written was nothing else but letter to God. Now let us see what did he write in the letter to God. He wrote, God, if you don't help me, my family and I will go hungry this year. I need 100 pesos in order to sow my field again and to live until the crops comes. Because the hailstorm has destroyed everything. He wrote that if you don't help me, God, my family and I will die of hunger. So please send me 100 pesos. Pesos is a subunit of currency. Is a unit of currency. So send me 100 pesos to replant my field, to sow my field, and to live, to survive until the crop comes. Because the hailstorm has destroyed everything, because the hailstorm has ruined everything. On the envelope is a paper wrapper in which we put paper. So he wrote to God on the envelope. Instead, receiver's address he wrote to God. He put the letter inside the envelope and, still troubled, still worried, went to the town to post the letter. Finally, when he reached at the post office, he placed a stamp on the letter and dropped it into the mailbox. The process to send a letter is, first of all, we are to put it in an envelope, then we have to put a stamp on it, and after putting stamp, we have to drop it in mailbox. Now, after this, one of the workers who was a postman and also helped at the post office went to his boss after getting the letter, laughing heartily, and showed him the letter to God. After Lencho mailed the letter, one of the workers from post office who was a postman and also worked in the post office went to his boss. The boss is postmaster, and showed the letter to God to him. The postman never in his career as a postman had known that address. The postman had not known such address in his entire career. The postmaster, boss of the postman, was a fat and amiable person, amiable fellow. Also broke out laughing. Break out is a phrasal verb which means start. But almost immediately, almost quickly, he turned serious. Initially, when he saw the letter, he started laughing, but almost immediately, almost quickly, he became serious and tapped the letter, hit the letter on the desk and commented, "Oh, what a faith, what a faith. I wish I had the faith of the man who wrote this letter." He wanted to have the faith of Lencho. He was extremely inspired, he was extremely impressed with the faith of Lencho, because his faith was so strong that he even started up a correspondence, a written communication with God. So, in order not to shake the writer's faith in God, the postmaster came up with an idea and that idea was answer the letter. The postmaster did not want to let shake the writer's faith in God, to let shake Lencho's faith in God. He wanted to keep Lencho's faith in God intact. To do that, the postmaster came up with an idea. The postmaster thought an idea, and that idea was to answer the letter. He thought that by answering the letter, he would be able to keep Lencho's faith in God intact. After the postmaster opened the letter and read it, it was clear that to answer the letter, ink, pen and goodwill, good attitude is not sufficient, because Lencho had demanded money. But the postmaster stuck to his resolution. He remained firm to his resolution, to his determination. He did not give up his resolution. He did not give up his determination. In order to help Lencho, he asked for money from employees. He himself gave part of his salary, and several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. It was impossible for a postmaster to collect 100 pesos, so he asked his employees to give some money. He asked his workers to donate some money. He obliged his friends to donate some money on the name of act of charity, for an act of donation. That is how he collected money to help Lencho. He himself gave part of his salary. He obliged his friends to donate some amount. He asked his employees to give some money. In this way, he collected money for Lencho, to help Lencho. It was impossible for Lencho, it was impossible for him to gather together 100 pesos. 100 pesos was not a less amount. So it was almost impossible for him to collect 100 pesos together. So he was able to he could send the farmer Lencho only a little more than half. A little more than half, more than 50 pesos. He put the money, he collected the money, and he put the money in an envelope addressed to Lencho, and with it a letter containing only a single word as a signature God. He put the money in an envelope, and along with the money he also put a letter, and that letter had only a single word, and that single word was a signature, and that signature was God. He did not give up his resolution. He did not give up his determination. In order to help Lencho, he asked for money from employees. He himself gave part of his salary, and several friends of his were obliged to give something for an act of charity. It was impossible for a postmaster to collect 100 pesos, so he asked his employees to give some money. He asked his workers to donate some money. He obliged his friends to donate some money on the name of act of charity, for an act of donation. That is how he collected money to help Lencho. He himself gave part of his salary. He obliged his friends to donate some amount. He asked his employees to give some money. In this way, he collected money for Lencho, to help Lencho. It was impossible for Lencho, it was impossible for him to gather together 100 pesos. 100 pesos was not a less amount. So it was almost impossible for him to collect 100 pesos together. So he was able to he could send the farmer Lencho only a little more than half. A little more than half, more than 50 pesos. He put the money, he collected the money and he put the money in an envelope addressed to Lencho, and with it a letter containing only a single word as a signature God. He put the money in an envelope, and along with the money he also put a letter, and that letter had only a single word, and that single word was a signature, and that signature was God. So the conclusion of what we have written is, Lencho and his family members had a single hope: the help from God. Lencho was a strong believer. Lencho had great faith in God. So he thought of asking for help from God. To do that, he wrote a letter to God in which he mentioned his problem and asked for 100 pesos to replant his crops and to survive until the crop comes. The letter was received by a post office employee who later on showed that letter to his boss, the postmaster. Initially, the postmaster started laughing. He took it as a fun, but almost immediately the postmaster became serious and he got impressed with Lencho's faith. He wished to have Lencho's faith. The postmaster did not want to shake Lencho's faith in God. In order to do that, he thought to help Lencho, he thought to answer Lencho's letter. It was impossible for the postmaster to collect such a huge amount of 100 pesos. So he asked his employees to give some money. He also obliged his friends to donate some amount in the name of act of charity. He himself gave a part of his salary. In this way, he collected the amount to help Lencho. Although he could not collect the whole amount, yet he collected more than half. He kept the amount in an envelope, and along with the money, he wrote a letter. He kept a letter in which a single word was mentioned, and that word was God.